Hello, and welcome to the Disney Dunces. Using your touch-tone keypad, please enter the first 3 letters of the movie title you would like to see. You've selected The Greatest Showman. If this is correct, please press 1 now.
Hello and welcome to Disney Dunces, the only Disney podcast presented by self-proclaimed non-experts. I'm Dunce number 1. Just call me Richard.
And I'm Craig Stew, and I'm Dunce number 2.
And I'm the third one. And hello and welcome to the Gum Gum Dum Dums, the only One Piece podcast by self-proclaimed non-experts. I'm Dum Dum number 1, but you can just call me Captain.
I'm Dum Dum number 2, and you can call me Craig Gumbo.
And I'm the third Gumbo. And we're apparently talking about One Piece today.
Craig!
Okay.
Craig, it's your favorite episode. There's so much big One Piece news. I figured you'd be all over this, Craig.
Guys, I saw all of the YouTube clips. I saw the One Piece creator talking to the one and only Monkey D. Luffy, and I decided I am starting to watch One Piece. So I hopped on my Netflix account and I started watching. I was surprised that it's only 10 episodes.
It's not. It's 8.
It's a far cry from the manga.
What do you mean? Am I supposed to be reading it instead of watching it?
You can watch it and read at the same time.
I heard I'm only allowed to do one thing and not do anything while I watch something.
Oh.
Because I'm supposed to be watching the thing and not doing anything else.
Yeah, you're supposed to be, but that's never stopped you before, so I'm confused.
And today's episode is no exception. And I also want to say that was just a bit. I'm not watching One Piece. Are you kidding me? That looks like garbage. What do you guys think?
Which one?
The Netflix one.
Yeah, the one on Netflix.
It's honest for what it is. It's really not bad. I'm 7 episodes in. It is probably
That's
the best.
Like 70%.
It's more than that. It's 8 episodes, Rich. I'm pretty sure it's only 8 episodes, not 10.
I thought it was 10.
I'm pretty sure it's 8. Halfway through the 7th episode. I'm enjoying it. It is not as good as the anime or manga, which is this, but like, I mean, and it loses so much of the charm of the cartoon. But the
anime.
But the story is there. So you're still getting it. They change certain things. And there's actually a couple instances that they do things better for a storytelling standpoint. But overall,
Probably
it's not better. I mean, it's like the fight scenes for one, aside from Zoro's, are like, at least again, haven't finished it. I haven't seen the last one. It's possible that they save all of the budget for Luffy's, big fight at the end. But like, it's like he just doesn't fight because they just had to use, CGI.
No,
so they
I
just
I have a big important question here.
Like he picks up a freaking boat at one point during one of the arcs. That doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen in what?
In the live action one.
Oh, okay.
The fight. Wait, Casca, where are you at? I don't want to spoil things.
In One Piece?
Yeah.
In the anime or the Netflix series?
Either or, I guess. Are you watching the Netflix series?
In the anime, I'm at the point where they've snuck into Christian heaven illegally, and now they're on the run. and they have to face a trial because half the crew is being sacrificed to God.
Okay.
But it turns out Jesus was usurped by Buddha, and Buddha's the one who's actually putting them to the test. So they're going through a bunch of ordeals while old Jesus is hanging out with them and just having a good time. I assume to return to his throne once again.
Okay. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember when he fights Captain Kuro? Are you watching the Netflix?
No, God, no. It looks like fucking garbage. Are you kidding me? You took like this fantastic, wonderful, colorful anime that has like the perfect art style that matches the stupid insanity and hilarity that is kind of what that show is, and you just painted it all fucking brown and orange and did nothing.
Very dark.
Just loses everything. And I'm like, God, this looks like trash, but people seem to enjoy it, so good for them. I
think
guess.
It's definitely too high rated. I'll tell you, because it's like at like an 80-something%. And I'm like, yeah, 80%. I mean, because if this is like an 80-85%, then what is the actual anime? How much higher can it go? You know what I mean? Because like nothing's perfect.
Oh,
I think I know.
So,
I think I know where it gets the points because, like me, who has never seen either, or at least not much of either, I see that the Netflix version has nudity in it. Craig, can you confirm this?
There's a shot of somebody's butt once. It's Helmeppo.
Whose butt?
Remember Helmeppo? Do you remember Helmeppo?
No.
Who's that?
See, Casca doesn't remember Helmeppo because that's a character.
Is that a man or a woman?
It's a guy.
There's two women in the show.
Do you remember Axehand Morgan, who's like the character from his stupid annoying son?
Oh, is his name Helmeppo?
His name is Helmeppo. That character like comes back. Like everybody comes back.
Everyone comes back.
But they because like Kobe is very important. Kobe's in like the first like couple episodes. You haven't seen Kobe again, right? Since the beginning?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I've seen Kobe. I've seen Kobe again.
Yeah, so Helmeppo was with Kobe.
Kobe's returned. Yeah.
He's with Garp?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog man, right?
Yeah, the dog man.
Is that Garp? Yeah, they're with the dog man.
Yeah. So then you have seen Helmeppo came back with
Helmeppo's returned. Yeah. I did not see his ass. Maybe I did.
I don't think
maybe his ass is in the show. They might show his ass in the show. I remember him getting changed a couple times. So there might be Helmeppo ass in the
There's
anime.
A shot of
Oh shit, that reminds me, Craig.
What?
Does the king of Alabasta want to fuck his daughter? That show is weird, right? Like, is that a plot point? What's up with that?
I didn't see that at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
The king of Alabasta wants to fuck his daughter. Like, they're in the shower, and Sanji's like, "Hey, yo, guy who goes, ma, where's the lady shower?" And then the king is automatically right across the other side of this wall, boys. Let's fucking go. And the only people are there is his daughter and Nami. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then it gets worse because they have a scene where guy accidentally walks in on her while she's getting changed, and she of course gets the fuck beat out of him because he was worried that she was gonna run off and be a pirate. And then he meets up with the king, who was also beat up, so he also decided to walk in on his daughter changing. And I'm like, dude just wants to fuck his daughter. What is going on in this show? What are you doing, One Piece? Stop it.
I don't think that's happening at all, but okay. We're just gonna
Did you watch the same show I did?
I did, and Vivi's one of my favorite characters. Look
because he wants to fuck his daughter?
I got this little
because he wants to fuck his daughter.
Here's a snail, but the snail fell.
Those One Piece girls have massive boobies.
Every One Piece girl has massive boobies and the tiniest waist to the point where they're not attractive.
I think you're not onto something. I think that it's a good ratio. It's something that I even myself tend to strive for in my personal life. In which, like,
you want to have
wait.
Yeah, you want. I don't even call it pencil thin because it's smaller than that.
No, it's
okay.
It's
hold on.
too much. I mean, it adds to the cartooniness of the show, but
of course, I understand why it's like that. But I don't look at these characters and go, "Man, I want to stick my dick in that."
But Casca hasn't even gotten to the time skip yet. Where that's, I mean, I'm sure he's seen the characters like that post time skip.
Yeah, I've seen the characters
post time skip. The animation changes, and it's like it's even worse, you know.
I realize now that the images that I'm basing it off of, so I think now that I look at them, you're right in which they are too skinny, but I was looking at fan art.
That's different. Fan art's obviously going to be good.
Yeah. In which,
The worst hentai for this show is the kind that wants to match the art style. The part that's like 1 for 1, I'm like, I don't want anything to do with this. Get off my fucking screen.
Yeah. Have you seen the ones where they give the female characters the penis?
Like Futanari in general, or do you mean like One Piece Futanari porn?
The One Piece ones.
I don't think I've seen any One Piece Futanari porn.
I've seen tons.
Did they eat like the cum fruit or something? What happens there? What's going on there?
I don't know. There's no story to these. It's just you see a picture of a One Piece girl, and then you look a little lower, and boom, it's just a giant penis in your face.
It's interesting.
I mean, not so
interesting. They drew
interesting.
my face on the One Piece porn.
What?
And there's a giant penis on it?
I don't like talking about this.
Richard brought up One Piece porn.
Why?
I was just trying to talk about how the king of Alabasta definitely wants to fuck his daughter, and it's weird.
Well, the thing is, the only thing that I have to contribute to the One Piece conversation is the images that I've seen of One Piece. Because I haven't actually seen One Piece, so I can't contribute to the conversation aside from talking to Casca about the girls.
Yeah.
So why don't we talk about the
I don't
movie
know if I
we
could
watched this
recommend
weekend?
watching One Piece is the thing. I like Chopper a lot. I didn't cry. I didn't expect to cry so fucking much over that stupid reindeer. But he's my son now, and I'll die for him.
Well, Craig had a request to talk about the movie, and we can, or we can finally fill all of the listeners into the conclusion of the saga of the package that Craig was supposed to send me that included the sarcophagus that we bought on this podcast.
Whoa, yeah. For those who aren't paying attention, go back to episode 105. What did we call it? The big fire sale, I think it was called.
I mean, that wasn't the title of the episode, but it was definitely a fire sale that was happening.
Is it actually that episode?
Yeah, man. I looked it up beforehand.
Wow.
I didn't.
Oh.
But yeah, I got the package received. I got my sarcophagus. I got some Mega Man buildable figures. I got a Patrick Star Happy Meal toy. I got
everything out of IGN, huh?
A Family Feud instruction manual from the Super Nintendo game, and some Pokemon goodies.
I don't even know why we're talking about this. Other than the sarcophagus, nothing on this box or the box was discussed previously.
We discussed all of it on the podcast.
Yeah, about Casca giving me the trash he doesn't want anymore.
Maybe I fell off during that.
I mean,
just like when I was placing the order.
Probably, yeah. The thing that started this all.
It comes full circle.
Craig, this is all on you. You did all of this. You can't complain when you did it.
But I want to say that I can put the sarcophagus and the Mega Man buildables together starting tomorrow because a coworker of mine, he's really into Gunpla. I think that's how you pronounce it. And he's going to give me some actual like nice cutters and some sanding things so that I can actually make my Mega Men and the sarcophagus and make them look good. Like they were professionally crafted in my living room.
Whoa.
I don't think the nippers... Wait, what did you say? The nippers and what?
He called it like a glass file.
You don't need any of that shit. Just fucking...
Let him do it. This is his one chance to make Mega Man. And I think maybe roll and
Craig,
I think there's a couple in there.
Craig, are you saying that I should just snap them off of the plastic?
No, buy a nipper.
Well, my coworker's giving me a nipper.
Yeah, I don't bother with the sanding. It's like it's so much work, and it doesn't. I feel like it doesn't add that much, especially if you paint him. It really doesn't matter.
They're not being painted. These are.
But even if you don't paint him, I mean, then again, I guess you know what? A Mega Man has probably less, like, he's more flat. You know what I
That
mean?
boy is smooth.
Smooth. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean.
He's smooth.
So he's
now
smooth.
here's-
So maybe the sanding might help a little bit.
He needs to sand it. Mine was not sanded, and mine had little bits on it.
Yeah, because like the Gundams you can't tell because there's so many bits and parts. It doesn't matter.
Now here's
Mega
the
Man
thing.
is not intricate like a Gundam.
The reason why I'm doing it on Mega Man is because I want my sarcophagus and the Millennium Puzzle to be pristine when I actually put those together. So Mega Man test case, and then we go on to the real prize. So that's all I had to bring to show and tell, unless we want to talk about the fact that I'm icing my potatoes right now.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I think he put his potatoes in ice water.
Why?
Yeah. Casca, do you want to educate him?
I'm a little confused myself. Like, I know for the potatoes, you tend to want to avoid them getting cold because they'll get something with the starches makes it sweeter, but maybe that's what you want.
Now, here's the thing.
Are they already cooked?
No. I put the potatoes in water with a bunch of like tiny plastic ice cubes. And I hear that they're supposed to be able to crisp up more when they're in the oven.
I guess soaking them does that in general because it gets rid of the starches in there. I didn't hear anything about ice water, but sure, why not?
Well, one person on Google said to parboil them, and another person said ice water. And ice water sounded easier.
Okay.
So I'm going to make my crispy potatoes, and I'll let you know how it goes.
I'm sure they're going to be crispier just because you put them in water. Again, I don't know anything about the ice part, but maybe that is the case. All I know is you don't like get your potatoes cold because it ruins them. But you're not going to keep them cold forever, so I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. Wait, we put our potatoes in the fridge in general. Is that a bad move?
Do you have black spots in your potatoes often? Because that's why that's happening.
I don't think
I don't think
so.
you're supposed to
Okay,
put
then your
potatoes
fridge is
in
probably
the
not that cold.
fridge. Yeah, usually just leave them out.
I don't keep them in the fridge. I keep them out. Yeah.
Well,
Like
the thing
store
is, when
does.
like
That's true.
HelloFresh,
What
they
the store
send
does usually is that the store doesn't. I think you'll be all right.
Okay. Well,
So wait, what about HelloFresh?
sorry, unnamed meal services. They usually send like all of the ingredients, and we just throw the ingredients in the fridge because we can't be bothered to separate them
Well, you're going to use them within a day, I imagine.
within a week.
Yeah. Just if you do leave your potatoes out, which I don't know if you would, but just put them somewhere where they won't get the light because the lights destroy them. They get all green and bitter and poisonous.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't have to worry about that at least.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much my day. Actually, you know what? The entire day I was listening to the Greatest Showman soundtrack.
It's
because
good. It's got some catchy songs on there.
The best part of listening to the Greatest Showman soundtrack is immediately after it ended, it goes right into Hamilton.
Man, just
At
living
least
your
my
best life
Spotify
out there,
page.
huh?
Yeah, it went to Wait For It, and I was all like, man, I'm digging this.
Wow.
But like there's a big difference between the songs in this and the songs in Hamilton,
Yeah.
where these ones not as good.
No, but they're still catchy.
Uh
You don't like them? I think they're catchy as shit. I can't remember a single fucking song, but I knew it was catchy.
I had some issues with these songs because the
Okay.
way that this thing opens up, their first song,
Yeah.
the mix seems off, in which
Okay.
Hugh Jackman is so much lower than any other sound. Like, did you guys have that issue?
No.
Yeah, I don't remember that, but I guess it doesn't surprise me. You're the one who just listened to it, so you know better than me.
Yeah, his voice, it's so much lower than all of the other like beat. And I mean, sure, they actually like kill the beat for the most part when it's his turn to go. But then it immediately just starts with its bombastic like stomping and chanting.
I don't remember that being the thing at all.
Oh boy.
I don't know. We are talking to a professional sound engineer.
I have Apple AirPods, so that's how I listen to this.
I listened to it on my television
Yeah, me too.
while I was watching the movie.
I listen to it on my television as well, in which I keep my TV at a reasonable volume, like, you know, not too loud, but it ended up being too loud for the stompy bits, and I had to turn it up a lot more whenever
That's
Hugh
interesting.
Jackman talked to me. and then I had to turn it back down for the stompy bits.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. I definitely didn't do that.
How loud do you have your TV?
I don't know, 15 out of
15 out of what?
I don't know. I can check it right now. I think it goes up to 100, just judging by.
I feel like I can't. It's too hard to judge. It's too hard to compare TVs.
Well, yeah, it's yeah. If I put up to 25, a quarter of the circle is filled. So definitely goes up to 100.
A lot of the time, I have my TV either around like 8 or around 45, just kind of depending on what I'm doing. Okay, you're looking at me.
Is 8 like going to sleep? You realize 8 and 45, it's huge, right?
Okay, so
like,
if I'm going to bed, I have my TV at 6. If I actually want to watch it, it's somewhere between 8 and 45, in which it usually depends on like.
I don't. What
do you?
Normal TV for me? I mean, for some reason, when I use like the cable box versus like streaming, it's definitely the volume's different.
Yeah. Craig knows what I mean.
So like normal TV, I don't know, 16, 20. Granted, I'm sure these volumes are different on every television, or based on the fact if you have a television or a stereo system or whatever. But yeah, maybe like 40 when I'm watching a movie. I don't know. But between 8 is going to sleep.
40. 8 is what he's, but he wants to feel the glass against his cheek. He puts it at 8.
What do you mean, glass against the cheek?
Just the television screen. Just get it right up in there. It feels nice and smooth.
That reminds me, one thing I've been doing lately is I've been putting cat games on the TV, and then Cat will come in and just like paw at the TV.
It's called Cat TV.
Cat TV.
Yeah. Yeah, like specifically cat games. Like, because we were watching cat TV where we would put the birds on for her, the chipmunks, but we switched to the games where it'll have like a weird animated, like definitely like some kind of like shitty CG Photoshop created thing, and it just like goes from corner to corner, kind of like the DVD symbol back in the day when a DVD player
that cat
was
is
on.
Going to smack the TV and knock the whole thing down one day.
Well, okay. So what I've been doing is like, Kat will just watch the TV, and eventually she's gonna just like smack it, and then I say, "That's good kitties," and then I give her treats.
That's good kitties.
And then we go get treats, and then we go back, and she plays the game again. And when she smacks the TV, "That's good kitties," and she gets more treats. So I'm conditioning
your cat an
her.
iPad.
You should get your cat an iPad. They love that shit.
Get an iPad.
Do you think she would like it more?
I think so. Yeah, she'd have the full range of smacking it. And there's games on there for cats, and it actually interacts with it, and you keep scoring everything. And you get a cover for it, so it doesn't fuck up the screen.
What if okay. Like, I didn't think I needed a cover. Like, the TV looks fine right now.
You don't get a cover for yourself?
Yeah,
when you use an iPad?
I'm sorry, what is your fucking Nintendo Switch just fucking freeballing it without a screen protector, my dude?
My Switch is definitely freeballing it.
That's disgusting.
Why wouldn't you just buy a screen protector? It's like, what, $10?
Fucking a $10, maybe? Craig. It's more like $1.25 for a set of 5 of them. Like, what the fuck? Fucking tempered glass. Just put it on there, man. Fuck yeah, I can't even imagine. Just putting in the dock scared the fuck out of me when I first got the thing. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking scratch this stupid ass screen up.
You should see what I do with my Switch, in which like I just put it in like this giant duffel bag with a bunch of controllers, wires, other consoles, and it's fine.
I mean, this is the guy who throws fucking floss on the floor.
Yeah, the guy who just fucking floss all over his fucking car.
And basically takes a shit in the shower and stomps on it, right?
Is that true? Do you waffle stomp your poo?
How do you know what waffle stomping is?
Waffle stomping.
We learned on the internet.
We learned what waffle stomping was a couple days ago.
Oh my god! Where have you guys been?
One of our mutual friends who happens to be Jewish is very, very aware of waffle stomping, and it sounds like he does it himself.
Maybe you do.
What are you talking about?
I never even knew what this was.
A drain's a drain, my dude.
I mean, I don't know if you could say that. Because, like, I'm having issues with my drain right now, in which the sink is going very slow, and we even threw some Drano down there, but it's still going slow.
All that waffle stopping.
You gotta get one of those things. It's like the plastic, and it's got the edges on it, and you just stick it in there and you pull it up.
Yeah, that made things worse.
Do it better next time.
Should I get another? Because the one that I was using had to be like 2 years old.
Did you get a bunch of... Are you talking about the plastic thingy with the spikes and you pull it in?
Yeah.
Did a bunch of hair come out with it?
No, it might be because the edges are so dull.
Yeah, get another one then. Try it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, should I get a longer one? Should I get a thinner one? Because, like, I'm just worried about making things worse.
Hey, you're not going to make it worse, bud. You're getting shit out of the drain.
But, like, the Drano didn't help. Should that be a concern?
No. Drano isn't great anyway. Drano's only going to work if it can sit there for long enough. And it sounds like it's draining too much. So you can either try to make it worse purposely so the Drano stays, which I don't recommend because it's not going to clean it that well, regardless.
Fuck, that's a good suggestion. Okay. What would you call them? Like a sink declogger?
Yeah, I guess. Just put hair remover sink. I'm sure you'll pop up.
I feel like I had a few of these, but I don't know where it went.
Just be prepared because it's gonna stink. It's gonna come out. It's gonna be wet and gross. It's gonna stink.
I mean, I've used these for a very long time.
Okay, then. Why you seem so confused by everything?
Well, it's just that I've been using the same one for a very long time, in which I thought I had more of these, but I guess not.
Well, yeah, you should probably buy some new ones and just do it.
Have you ever used one of those where it's more like a, I don't know, metally?
Like a snake? No.
Okay. Should I bother with a snake, or is that...
I've never snaked the drain. I've used a plastic thingy with teeth.
Okay. Well, I'll get a few of these.
I would get a plumber, Rich.
I'm not getting a plumber. Like, I have better things to do with my time.
So,
Craig, I could even be a plumber.
Craig, he's fucking just taking some hair out of the drain. But like, yeah, a fucking plumber come by. Yeah, fucking easy as $300 he's made in his fucking life for 5 minutes of work.
Yeah, like I'm sure Costco would even come over for 20 to just do it for me.
You paying for travel? Then yeah, sure. Fucking thank you. You waffle stomp your shit down the drain.
I don't waffle stomp. I didn't even know what the term meant before.
It doesn't mean because you don't know what the term means doesn't mean you don't do it. I've fucking been edging for the past fucking 2 decades before I learned that was a thing.
Shit. Okay. Well, whatever. Craig, what are your thoughts on this movie?
I liked it.
It was good.
It kept me on the edge of my seat.
Oh!
Not really.
I didn't realize until like... I didn't realize until the end that this was the origin story for Barnum and Bailey.
Oh my god. You didn't figure that out when the movie started? It says that his name was P.T. Barnum?
I don't understand.
No, but then once he shakes hands with Zac Efron, I was all like, holy shit, this is Barnum and Bailey.
Except it's not Barnum and Bailey.
That's not even him.
It's not the other guy.
No, they shook hands.
That's 50-50. Not Bailey, though.
That's not Bailey. That's Zac Efron.
That's a different guy.
Wait, it's a different guy?
Yes. Bailey isn't in the movie, nor the Ringling
Brothers.
Brothers.
Where's Bailey?
I don't know. I don't know the whole story.
There was a man before Bailey?
No. The Zac Efron character is not real. They made him up for this.
Oh, okay.
The same goes for Zendaya. She's also not real. Hollywood made her up.
I have a bunch of questions regarding that.
Yeah, sure.
Because,
go for it.
I was watching this with Lynn, and once like Zac Efron started getting into Zendaya, whatever you want to call her, like Lynn was all like, "Oh no, bud, she's married." And is she married? Was she married in this movie?
Who?
Zendaya.
Who was she married to? Who?
I don't know.
To
Spider-Man,
anyone
I
in
guess?
this
I don't
movie,
think so.
did she have a love interest other than Zac Efron?
No, that was her brother. If that's what you're wondering.
Yeah, that was the trapezes. That's what I thought maybe she meant. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure they were a brother sister pair.
No, Lynn was so sure that they were dating.
It's weird.
I'll have to talk to her about that later then.
Yeah, she's into that incest play, I guess.
I mean, it's growing in popularity.
I don't
Somehow.
think it's growing in popularity as much as it's used in pornography because it although it is taboo, it's not that taboo to the point where people are going to stop watching because of it, but the people who are really into it are going to be really into it. You know what I'm saying?
I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, I feel that people are a lot more open to it nowadays, too.
I missed
it's more
I missed one
acceptable?
word because I was curious about the whole Zac Efron character. I didn't know he was fake.
He's not real. I told you that right now, Craig. I did my research before the fucking podcast so I can talk about the movie.
What,
with,
what, what,
you know,
what did I just miss?
Richard was saying how hot incest porn is.
Oh.
Well, just that it's being more accepted by society.
I
Right,
don't
would you
think it
say
is
it's
being
more
more acceptable.
acceptable?
What are you
I
talking
don't
about?
think it's being more accepted by society
At all.
I feel like I have heard more about incest porn and taboo much more frequently than I did like 10 years ago.
Is that because
Yes,
maybe you're
because
looking
there's-
for it more?
Oh my god! No, I think there's definitely been an explosion of incest pornography, but it's not that it's accepted, Richard. I just explained it to you. It's a taboo that's not that taboo, especially because they keep throwing the word step in there. Like I'm watching something and then I see it's a stepbrother and a stepsister and then the stepmother gets involved and you don't really think about it at all because no one's actually related. And it's not enough for me to go, ew, that's disgusting. I'm going to turn this off, but it's because it's so fucking negligible. But the people who are really into that are like, yeah, let's fucking go. It's people like Richard. So it's
I
a pornography
feel
that
like-
I can enjoy because it's so negligible, but also Richard can enjoy because it's technically the focal point of the piece. You know?
But like, isn't it like one of the most like highest search terms nowadays?
Probably because they've shied away from teen. Because obviously, because that's such a fucking nasty category and to call it teen pornography. And I think that's also probably a big reason why the stepsister, stepbrother shit is so popular is because like if you even look on like Bing, a lot of the time teen won't even show up. You have to search for step because that is the new category. If that makes sense. Which is it a step in the right direction? I don't know. Personally, I've never saw the title teen and get, yeah, time to get my jollies off for some barely legal, because that's disgusting and weird. But I'm stuck to it because if I want to fucking watch Lena Lovings, all she's doing now is the stepbrother, stepsister stuff because despite the fact she's 27, she looks pretty young.
Who is this? Lena Lovings?
Yeah, Lena or Liana? I think Liana.
Oh,
Leana. I used to watch her when she was nightly naughty nighttime lover over on Chatterbait, I believe it was. And then she,
Too much.
within the past 3 years, I think, broke into maybe 2 years, broke into actual hardcore pornography.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's a little sweetheart, though. I used to watch her watch anime. And then fucking flick that bean, brother. But,
To the anime?
To the anime.
What would she watch? Like One Piece? Dragon Ball Z?
Death Note, I remember one time.
Oh, okay.
Which is well worth flicking your bean to.
Like, okay, so how are you watching
Yagami
this?
is a
Yeah, like Yagami, yo, you see how he eats that chip? Imagine how he eats that pussy.
Because I imagine this is like picture-in-picture kind of thing where like one is bigger than the other, right?
She actually, she can't show the anime, so she plays it, and you have the audio for it, and you have to watch along in a different browser.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Does she have like timestamps so that like if you're coming in midstream,
Coming, I get it.
but
No,
what if you come in midstream? How do I get on the same loop as her?
you can't? Either you're there for it, and you get to watch the anime with her, or you just go masturbate somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well, that helps, I guess.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, did we have anything else to say about this movie, or is that basically it?
No, we can talk about The Greatest Showman, because I didn't mind The Greatest Showman. I thought it was enjoyable and entertaining, but it was so fucking full of shit. It like tries so hard to jerk off fucking Phineas T. Barnum. It's kind of insane. Like, the motherfucker literally took weirdos and sold tickets to see them, and they paint him as like this pioneer of equality. Like, fuck off. The motherfucker was out there putting on minstrel shows, you fucking piece of shit cocksuckers at Fox. Fuck you. Yeah, you got Hugh Jackman, a very likable guy, and I will admit, he made me enjoy Phineas T. Barnum in this version for a little bit. But at the end of the day, the guy was a monster. He fucking, his like first fucking exhibit was he bought a slave, an old, blind, mostly paralyzed slave woman, and said, hey, that's George Washington's Meemaw at 160 years old. Come on by and get a ticket to see her. And when she died, he sold fucking tickets to her autopsy. The guy was a fucking monster. But no, the way he treated that bearded lady, man, brought a tear to my fucking eye. Thank you, Hugh Jackman. Thank you. Ridiculous,
you know, the whole thing I
insane movie.
What drove me crazy about the bearded lady?
What was that?
Because like she could grow a better beard than I can. It's fucking. It's like it's not fair.
It's
like,
not fair.
Now, here's the weird thing to me, in which like she is a bearded lady, and she didn't seem like she liked being a bearded lady. At least like in her normal life. Why didn't she just shave?
Yeah, because society.
It was so powerful. It would grow back in a day.
And like. So at the beginning of the movie, I didn't even know
as many
what this guy was doing.
Hey guys, you want to know something about the bearded lady?
Yeah.
Barnum actually got her in his act when she was 1 year old and kept her in there for like 30 years and just paid the parents $150 a week to use her and essentially groomed her to be like this dog woman for all of her life.
Whoa.
Yeah, she died like real early. So maybe that'll explain why she didn't shave. Because she couldn't. Because she was just owned by him since 1 year old.
Jesus Christ.
There was
So take that.
What was her name?
Something different in real life. I know that much.
I was pretty amazed by the movie because at first I thought that this was wholesome. Because like when he was first talking to the little person about being a general, I thought that was a little kid. I thought he was trying to get a little kid for his show.
Hey Richard, guess what?
What?
That little man started working for Barnum when he was 4 years old.
What the fuck?
And
this guy pioneered the slave
He would tell people he
trade.
was 11. He also groomed that child.
Wait, which one?
The general.
Uh-huh.
He was the dwarfism man, the man with dwarfism, who was in his 20s in the film, but in reality was 4 when he started working from Barnum, quote unquote. Yeah.
She was actually 9 months. It says not even a year old.
Oh wait, who was the bearded? Oh, I'm sorry, 9 months. My mistake. Oh my god.
Why did they make a movie praising this man so much?
That was the wild thing.
She really had. She was by the age of 5. She had a mustache, sideburns, and a beard.
That's crazy. But hey, it happens.
It's wild.
No, I honestly, I don't know. Like, I had a passing familiarity with this man, and I knew he was horrible, which was a little bit hesitant to watch this in my own life, because I saw it on Disney Plus. I'm like, I don't know. It looks like it would be enjoyable. It'll be a fun watch. But knowing this man, then looking up more about this man, it's like, holy shit, what were you doing? Stop.
Why do we as a society or Hollywood, let's just say, like to glamorize these just horrible people?
I don't know. Like
there's so many actual good people, that they could make movies out of.
not as interesting
like
of a
who?
story, I guess. I
Well,
want to.
here's an example of one that is a good
because-
person. Is Schindler from Schindler's List, right? You know,
Yeah,
real person.
real downer. Of
I
a film,
like
though.
that. I like that. Craig, we
But-
could make Schindler's Day off together. And he just has a nice time.
What?
He's talking to you, Craig. I'm not a part of this one. You and him, please explore the space. I'm here.
Craig, do you like that movie idea?
No, because
The
I
Schindler
don't think
movie.
Schindler had time to take a day off. He was a little busy freeing
What
the
was he even
Jews.
doing?
He's writing his list and checking it twice.
Saving.
No.
What was he doing? Saving all the Jews.
What did he even do? I don't actually know. I know he had like
Well, I know what next week's movie is.
Is that on Disney Plus?
God, no.
Hold on. I'm actually looking this
man.
up now. Who actually did this?
We can get We
Universal?
can get something really sad if you want. It's great for the Fireflies. They probably handled the localization of that one, right?
I don't know.
wanna
Is that
just
what that
feel
movie's
bad.
about? Is it the Holocaust?
Great with the Fireflies? No, Jason. I guess.
It's because it's Hiroshima, right?
I believe so. If not, definitely a bombing of sorts.
Wait, Craig, how is what's that movie called? Oh wait, no, you talked about it last time, huh? Didn't you?
I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't. What did
The
we talked
bomb
about?
movie.
I don't even know what we talked about last time.
Oh,
One Piece.
oh my God! What the hell? Oh, crap! Oppenheimer.
Oh, Oppenheimer.
What about Oppenheimer?
Yeah, I guess. Oh yeah, because you watched Oppenheimer and then you went to Barbie like a few weeks later. Okay.
Yeah. Oppenheimer
Okay,
didn't
yeah, so we can talk
glamorize that situation, though. They didn't make it seem
It
like he
didn't?
was a good guy because he was not.
That's good. Okay.
They definitely, he wasn't like a monster, though. He just wasn't a good guy.
I mean, from what I'm heard, I'm pretty sure he blew up a Latin American town, and without really much word of warning, tried to buy them out. And after those people's lives were ruined, they were then hired to work the area, and all the white people got protective suits, but the Latino men no protection whatsoever, and they all died horrible deaths. But I guess he was fine, Craig. Sure.
Well, I'm saying the movie didn't portray him. Like,
No, it's weird how they tend to leave these things out, huh?
well, you have this movie, you have P.T. Barnum, and then you also have the Flamin' Hot movie.
All equally evil.
Yeah, I didn't like
Fuck
that
Richard
other guy.
Montoyez or whatever the fuck his name was. That liar. He told me he went and sold Flamin' Hots to children. He did no such thing.
Man. Okay, hold on. Craig just linked a like solid gold Millennium Puzzle and a Millennium Rod. And how much are these and how do I get them?
I think it's just the rod. The Millennium Puzzle might be older.
I thought you
Oh my
had that. Am I
God.
crazy?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I didn't have a
It's weird. I thought you had a Millennium Puzzle for the longest time.
I wanted one, but I never
Oh,
actually
maybe.
bought one.
Never pulled the trigger on that.
No.
Now you live a life of regret.
I'm going to have to just like figure out how to get this thing though.
You could pre-order it
Because like
right
that's
there.
important.
I
What?
feel like for once we like stop to talk about the film, which is Craig is asking for every time. And what does he do when we talk about the film? He jumps right on the internet and buys fucking toys.
No, it's not a toy. It looks professional.
It's a prop. It's a replica.
Toys can look professional. Some of the best toys look professional, Richard.
Huh? What's the problem?
The reason
said
I
it
bring
wasn't
this
a
up
toy.
is because Marek Ishtar is just as evil a person. I don't. Actually, no. Marek wasn't the bad guy. It was the guy possessing him. That was the bad guy. The guy from the rod. He was
Yeah.
evil.
Now, do all of the Millennium items have a spirit possessing them?
I don't think so. The only ones in the show, from I recall, were the ring, the rod, and the puzzle.
The ring, the rod, the puzzle. That had spirits?
That, yeah. because like the eye didn't.
Ring the rod, the puzzle.
And then who had the necklace? The what's her face? That didn't.
No, I don't know. Doesn't even matter anymore. Because right now, I'm trying to find any other, what would you consider this? Like not a documentary, but an docutainment? Is that what they call it? When it's a loosely based adaptation of someone's life?
I don't know if they have a term for it, if I'm honest.
But it's got to be
semi-biographical.
What?
What was it?
I don't know. Semi-biographical.
Semi-biographical. Like I don't think there's it's mostly fiction.
This was basically all fiction, right?
Yeah. Like there was a Phineas T. Barnum. They got that part. And he did start a circus, and he did have a wife.
He had 4 kids, though, according to the.
I'll believe that. Just
Wikipedia.
like Yu-Gi-Oh, you brought it back. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I appreciate Richard trying to get back to the movie. Like, all the steam for the movie is gone as soon as the fucking Millennium Puzzle and Rod came out. So, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Well, no, there's some things that I want to still say about the movie in which, surprisingly, 1, maybe 2 songs have made it onto my Spotify playlist.
I would love to guess them, but like I said, I can't remember a single fucking song. I just think they're catchy.
It's the one where they're negotiating the guy joining the circus.
In the bar. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's great. And I don't even know, I'm probably going to need clarification on a lot of the events from the movie.
Okay.
But we'll go into that after we go into the second movie, in which it's the song that the lady sings, like the pretty lady.
Oh, yeah, that was good too.
Yeah, so those are on there, but I just want to make sure that I actually understood all of the plot points of the movie.
Okay.
In which we have Barnum Man.
Yes.
He is trying to do different things in order to make a quick buck by using showmanship.
Well, he came from nothing. It's not like we're going by the movie version of the character.
We're going by the movie. Yeah. At this point, we're going to go
fiction.
by the movie.
It's fiction.
This is Phineas Taylor Barnum. This is Hugh Jackman we're talking. Can we just say Hugh Jackman? Yeah. Hugh Jackman started as nothing.
Hugh Jackman started as nothing.
Yes. And clawed his way to the top.
He was the son of a tailor.
Yes.
Why does that matter?
Because
it was factual in the film.
Because the tailor would go to these people's houses to do tailoring. And that's where he met.
As a tailor does.
His wife.
The love of his life. Yes.
She was such a minor part of the movie. I don't even want to give her the time of day on the podcast.
Charity? No, we got to talk about Charity because there's the whole role in their relationship and his motivation for doing what he does.
I mean, I guess
Charity's
he wants
important.
to provide for his family.
You can argue that Charity is the catalyst for the film.
No, the catalyst is him trying to tell stories to his kids, and he wants to share his love of storytelling to the world.
I thought Rich was going to say the catalyst was
remotely at all.
Was Bailey?
What happens?
Bailey's the catalyst.
No, well, okay. Hold on.
Pardon, sorry, forgot. Not even in the film. Doesn't exist. Not a person.
Now, here's the thing. So, pretty much, I think I have a good handle on things up until the point where he meets Bailey, in which is the reason why he recruited.
He doesn't meet Bailey in the film. Not once is Bailey in this movie, Richie.
Zac Efron. When he meets Zac Efron, is that to try to make his show appeal more to the highbrow
I
audience?
think it's to appeal more to the women in the audience who are really attracted to Zac Efron, because I have to stress this enough. Zac Efron's character did not exist.
Wait, the what do you mean by the women in the audience of the film or the show?
I mean, not everyone is like I find Hugh Jackman, he's a very handsome man, but he's a little up there, you know?
What do you mean by up there?
He's getting old.
He's an older gentleman. He's old.
Okay.
man was a gym teacher before he became the Wolverine, Richard. He's, gym teachers start at what? 35, 50, 55. I don't know. I've never seen a gym teacher and thought that is a well put together person.
You're right.
Yeah, I'm assuming Hugh Jackman was in the same boat.
But he turned his life around.
Became the Wolverine.
Did he like immediately go from gym teacher to Wolverine?
Yeah, overnight, baby.
No, really? Craig,
I don't know.
Can you confirm this?
I didn't look up too much about Hugh Jackman. I like Hugh Jackman. I have not read the biographical natures of the Hugh. He was in Les Mis. Not that much.
Oh yeah, because he's like I forgot he was in that. He's a musical man. He's in a Simpsons musical episode.
I'll believe. Oh, what, like a new one?
Yes, actually.
Oh man, is it good?
It aired right around the time of like the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror where they did the anime.
Okay, that doesn't answer my question. Is it good?
I don't know. I wanted to watch it, but
did you see
Disney
he was a
Plus
gym
didn't
teacher?
have the season yet.
Hugh Jackman was a gym teacher. I swear to God, I will fight you on this, Craig. I swear on my life, Hugh Jackman was a gym teacher.
Can confirm. Working in Uppingham School in England as a physical education teacher.
Thank you.
Craig, are you on his wiki just searching gym instead of teacher?
Physical education.
No, I was just reading it.
Reading what? The wiki?
What are you? He's reading P.T. Barnum's biography, hoping. He's still on
Craig,
that
that's
page.
the wrong man.
Seen so much about the
I see,
dog
yeah.
boy. Where's gym teacher?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He spent a year.
Between Jimin and Wolverine?
And Jimin and school. Wait.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah, so does that
man.
answer your question about Zac Efron, Richard?
I mean, I guess I mainly wanted to know why Hugh Jackman recruited Zac Efron for the movie.
Oh, like in story wise, yeah, I believe the idea was that at the time Zac Efron was very good at selling shitty plays to highbrow crowds, and he thought that having someone like this on my side, he can maybe get the highbrow people to watch my not so shitty entertaining things, and then that gets like immediately thrown out the window. He gets him to perform for the Queen. I don't know if that was real. I'm gonna say not, but maybe it was. I have no fucking clue. I mean, he meets the opera singer somehow. She's a real person. Not their relationship that they painted in the film. Not even kind of remotely true, which is kind of fucked up. Because
But was she recruited also to help appeal to the highbrow?
I think she was recruited to make money.
She was just good, you know? It's
Yeah,
like how
she
they
was
recruited
good.
Hugh Jackman to do this movie.
Yeah, because he's also good. But because I know at the time she was actually retired when he recruited her, and she only agreed to do it because, like they kind of touched on in the film, she did it purely for charity reasons. She wanted to open a bunch of schools in Sweden for free, and the proceeds from her stint in America paid for all that. Though the movie would like you to believe she stopped the tour early because she fell in love with Hugh Jackman, which again I don't blame her for the most part. Assuming you're not a Zac Efron type, because it's either you're like Hugh Jackman or you're like Zac Efron. There's no in between, right, Craig?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I'm trying to think.
Craig, which one? Pick one.
I mean, I'm
Craig,
on
if you
Team
had to-
Jackman. I'm a Wolverine
Team
fan.
Jackman. Richard, pick one.
Hugh Jackman.
Okay, there we go. See, I'm glad we're all in agreement here, but we're also
Not
older.
dismissing Zac Efron.
No, Zac Efron. He's just not my cup of tea. I've seen him as a boy. I've watched him growing up. It's weird to want to sleep with him. I think, right? Like I saw
Even
High
though
School
we're like
Musical
the same
on this
age,
podcast.
but
What
we're
happened?
like the same age.
Yeah, but like I saw that boy grow up.
He might even be older.
I think he got yelled at for having a dad bod one time.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, no, go back. Can you say the whole sentence like all over again to me?
He is older than us.
I think he got yelled at for having a dad bod one time.
He got yelled at for having a dad bod.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who was yelling at Zac Efron for having a dad bod?
The Guardian.
The Guardian.
Yeah.
That's a dad bod. He looks like
I mean,
a
the
lumber.
Guardian says it's a dad bod. So, yeah.
If that's a dad bod, I don't even know. What?
What? No,
What?
hold on. It says if Zac Efron has a dad bod, what hope is there for the rest of us?
Uh-huh.
I guess that's a dad. I think it's a dad bod because it's categorized as he's not like he doesn't have a six pack and he's hairy. I think that's a dad bod,
But he's still
right?
pretty tight.
Sure, but he's hairy.
Is he like? I feel like there's a gut starting to form there.
I don't think there is.
I think he's just a little.
He's strong.
No, I think he looks. He's just hairy.
He's just hairy.
Yeah,
I
I think
just
that's why.
feel that-
If he didn't have the hair, I don't think you could get away with calling it a dad bod.
That might be true.
Yeah, you shave this man, you give him, you wax the boy. This is no longer a dad bod. Is not. This is just a man who's taking some care of himself.
I'm looking at more pictures.
He doesn't have those. He doesn't have the thingies. You know, the things that they go on the side, the cutting. If you look on YouTube, you probably see videos sometimes asking why Nintendo gave Link girl bones, but it's like he's just fit. He's got those thingies at the side thingies. It's like a pelvis kind of indent. You know what I'm talking about?
What?
I'm still on the Zac Efron thing where I think that Zac Efron with facial hair,
Yeah.
I think I would choose him over Hugh Jackman. Like
Wow.
this dad bod Zac Efron, I would choose over him.
Over Hugh Jackman.
Makes him look a little bit older. That's what, you know.
He does. Well, yeah, he does look. He looks like he's my dad now. He looks like he could be my dad.
Yeah, I want him as my dad too.
Yeah, I would love if Zac Efron was my dad.
Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm
Is
going
your
with
dad
this.
that's 3 years older than you.
How old is Zac Efron?
30. I looked it up. 35.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember how old I am, but it's close to that.
It is close. That's why I said 3 years older.
Man.
Watch this boy grow up.
I think he watched you grow up.
I wasn't watching me. I wasn't in High School Musical.
Obviously, he wasn't in high school when he was in High School Musical.
Yo, we've talked about Arya Stark, right?
Oh God, that is one person that
See,
I do
that
not
one
want
you did
to
watch
see
grow
anywhere.
up. You did watch.
That one I watched her grow up, and it's weird that there's a porn star called Arya Stark because I don't know who this appeals to.
I remember being at a was it a college graduation? Must have been a college graduation party when Game of Thrones had just premiered, and we were watching.
God,
we ended up, I don't know if we went inside and watched Game of Thrones, and then our friend didn't want to watch it anymore because he didn't like the gay scene, and I was like, "Come on," but you know,
you gonna throw a whole fucking show out because there's a gay scene? I got some suspicions about that, man. I don't know if you have that much of a reaction to seeing two men. I assume full penetration, full on penis glistening at them. I don't remember there being a gay. I'm sure there's plenty of gay scenes in Game of Thrones. There's plenty of gay characters, but nothing really stuck out to me as being so fucking horrible. I had to stop watching the series. Come on.
Wait, did he stop watching the series?
I think so.
You said the gay scene was too much for him. I'd have to imagine he stopped watching the series.
Yeah, I guess.
He stopped
Two
great
great
watching that and there to
characters.
rub one out.
It was Renly Baratheon, one of my favorites, and Lenora Styrell.
That sounds correct.
I believe that's because it's season 1. So
Do they butt fuck each other?
I think so.
But they don't I'm
They
just
don't show
trying
anything.
I was gonna say, yeah, they couldn't have possibly shown anything.
What do you mean? They couldn't possibly show anything.
It's a television show on HBO. They've never shown penetration. You're probably seeing people's butts thrusting.
You see a flaccid dick. That's all
you see. A flaccid dick. Oh my god, I've never seen one of those before. I'm hard 24/7. God.
Wiener, wiener, flopping wieners.
I remember that. That was cute. That showed a lot of penis, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was only the gay scene that none of the straight penises were offensive.
No.
Only when they're with another. That's too much, man. Oh my god.
Man, what a great movie.
Yeah. The scene where Zac Efron and Hugh Jackman touch dick, that's mwah.
That was my favorite scene too. That's why, because
no penetration. They were both soft the whole time.
That's why I like the bearded Zac Efron, because it reminds me of Renly Baratheon.
Oh,
who's top and who's bottom in the Zac Efron Hugh Jackman thing?
That's Bud. Come on.
Sorry, I should know.
That's private.
But like,
come on.
But what if it was dad bod Zac Efron?
I'm sorry, was dad bod Zac Efron ever the Wolverine? Am I missing something here?
He was in Baywatch.
I need to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine because I feel like I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, I don't think I like Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
The man literally dehydrated his body so his muscles are bulged out more than they ever should. What are you talking about?
That poor man.
The man is by definition a power to bottom. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Guys, looking at Wolverine Hugh Jackman. Okay, yeah. So here's my ranking. Up at the top is Dad bod Zac Efron. Okay. And then right below that is Greatest Showman Hugh Jackman. And below that is Greatest Showman Zac Efron.
Okay.
And below that is Wolverine Hugh Jackman.
Really?
Okay, now wait, hold on.
Uh-huh.
Where does Pinky rank? I remember Pinky being a big deal for you.
No, Rich is Pinky.
Where does Pinky rank?
Oh wait, no, Rich is not Pinky. I forgot.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put Pinky either. He's definitely above Wolverine Hugh Jackman, but I don't know if he's also above.
Is it the facial hair? Is it the whole hair? Because I will admit it's silly, but it's supposed to be silly.
It's the way that the hair juts out on both sides.
That's my favorite part. He's got handlebars.
The best part about
he's too shirtless.
The best part about the hair is the reason his hair looks like that, at least in all the versions of the comics and the shows and everything, is because he has the mask on, and it's supposed to be like it goes like
that
into the thing.
That makes so much sense.
That makes sense, but it doesn't make sense in the live action version because he's never worn the mask. He just gels it up like that.
Makes so. I never thought about that, but fuck me, that makes so much sense.
Yeah,
that's incredible. You know, to be fair though, if he didn't have the hair like that, people would probably complain.
Yeah,
I get it.
But you know, they toned it down. I feel like in the later versions, I feel like it wasn't as like kind of ridiculous. Almost like he didn't look like Mugatu from Zoolander anymore.
I'm trying to think of the later version. I don't know when I stopped watching.
Like look at like Old Man Logan, like the last one.
I've never.
I did
not watch
Logan.
That. Just Logan. That's.
I'm looking at him in his yellow costume, and it looks like they're bringing the hair back.
That's
just Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
But
then like look at here's a Jackman over the years photo.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Wait, is that last one from
that's
Wolverine
from
movie?
Logan? Yeah.
That's Logan. Yeah, that's the one I just saw, and that's just Hugh Jackman. That's what
he
looked like when he was a gym teacher.
What happened?
You see the ones in the middle? That's like X3 and X-Men Origins.
Okay.
I feel like they toned it down a little bit in those.
They did tone it
right?
down. And then they brought it back.
But they brought it to that's
so fucking hard.
I don't remember what movie that was even for. Days of Future Past or some shit. I have no idea.
Oh my god. Oh,
Just so you know, I posted the image to Twitter of the Hugh Jackman timeline.
Okay, good. So everyone go to Twitter and get the Hugh Jackmans, I guess.
Should I also post the Millennium Puzzle and the rod?
Yeah, you might as well at this point. Why not? We're sending everyone to Twitter. Show the potatoes. Show the potatoes in ice water too while you're at it. Fuck it.
Are these replies to the Hugh Jackman tweet or separate tweets?
Put replies because you're gonna also put in some Futanari One Piece pornography to show people what you're
that second to last one is from the Wolverine. That's what that is.
The Wolverine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
Okay, I'm getting all of these.
I'll believe it. Yeah.
That was a good movie.
I can't post the potatoes. It's too high quality. Oh, wait, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Everything's on Twitter for everyone to see.
Perfect.
This is going to be the new thing where whenever we link an image in the Discord, we have to share it to the Twitter.
Yeah, so don't link anything you don't want to share.
Yeah.
Are you posting the picture of the potatoes with
Of course.
with marshmallows in it?
It's already there. Those aren't marshmallows. Those are ice cubes.
They're freeze-dried Lucky Charms. Not technically marshmallows, but you call them that.
I guess while I'm here, I'll also post the link to the Zac Efron article.
You also have to put time.is every time because that is linked every time.
Oh, shit. That's actually going to be a good start to every thread.
Every thread. Just look for the time.is and that's the episode.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because, the sort through all the tweets that we do. Really would have a nice
funny?
indicator.
I actually tried to upload our latest episode of the podcast to Twitter.
Yeah, you told me about that.
But it didn't let me because it's like too long. And then I wanted to actually purchase the $8 subscription so I can start hosting on Twitter.
No, don't do that.
But apparently the Twitter isn't that active. So they said, sorry, you have to be active in the last 30 days.
Good.
So that's why we can't post the podcast to Twitter.
Oh, no. What a shame.
I know.
What disappointment.
So now everyone has to deal with Spotify, YouTube, Pandora. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know where people actually listen to our podcast.
Well, no, you have what do you get, the analytics? You're supposed to know exactly where people listen to our podcast.
I do get the analytics, but I don't pay attention enough. You're the one person
who should know, Richard.
I really am, and that just reminds me, I need to check to see if there's anything that I need to, if we need to address. Did we talk about Craig Fisto in the last episode?
Craig, did we talk about your fist in the last episode?
I don't know.
I think we did.
And we thought it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
you mean
all.
the drawing of
the
Craig
art.
Fisto? Yeah, by our number one fan
yeah.
who now we talk on Instagram.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Wait, do you actually have conversations with him? Because
I sent him a whole bunch of Lion King figures on eBay because he was looking to get certain Lion King figures, and we're talking about that.
Any good ones?
The stuff that he likes, I'm not interested in them personally, but
I've got a flocked Simba.
There's some old 90s Lion King figures. I definitely had some of them when I was a kid. He was looking for
I remember having
some of the hyenas, and apparently one of them is rare shit. It's really expensive.
Is it Ed?
It is Ed.
Always
no
Ed.
way. How expensive?
Loose is $100.
Wait, is it a plush or is it a figure?
It's a figure, just an old toy.
I'm trying to.
There's an Ed that's not expensive, but there's a specific one that is.
A special Ed, if you would.
I feel like I might have had.
But he got the new Lion King. There's because they're making there's a Disney 100 line of figures that's out right now, just different stuff. And he sent me. He got the Lion King set for that. Might have to get it myself. I don't know. If I see it in a store, we'll see what it looks like. I don't know. That's a whole nother thing.
Wait, do you have a Lego store near you?
The mall. one of the malls.
Yeah, I was gonna say it definitely does.
Do you ever go there?
Not much. I went to a store called Marco's though, which is right by us. That's like very close. I don't know if you remember Marco's.
Are they across from Friendly's?
I think they were. Friendly's is gone, but I think Friendly's was over there.
Marco's sold me bootleg Pokemon cards. Don't buy from Marco's because they have counterfeit shit. Although Marco's did sell me the Kakuna Beedrill Pokemon figures, in which that was really rare at the time.
They
So
they have Legos
okay.
there, and I saw they had Rivendell.
I still have
bought a
Rivendell
bunch of,
behind me.
If you guys are gonna like have casual conversations on the podcast that relate, can you at least make it like exciting and have some energy?
I got a bunch of Playmobil Naruto guys.
You motherfuckers are talking about a store that no one can go to, and then you stop so Craig can rummage around for a fucking toy to show to the camera.
No, I told people that Marco's is across from the Friendlies. Is the Friendlies still there? Can you still get the watermelon roll from
specifically
Friendlies?
said Friendlies is long gone. Aren't they all gone? It was a
That's
horrible
the worst
chain.
Part. He didn't pay attention to the conversation.
What are we doing next week,
He's
boys?
in the conversation, and he can't pay attention to it, yet he expects other people to.
Cadet Kelly, sounds great. See you then, guys. Dunce number 1 sign. Oh, there's still a Friendlies in Maryland.
Oh my
Dunce
God.
number 1 signing off.
Craig
Good night and
literally
good
has
bless.
14 minutes.
This is how we ended the podcast.
I don't know. any final says about the Greatest Showman?
Yes, because I want to know why Craig has a very important phone date at 9:30 at night.
I told you I had to. I'm talking to a guy on the phone. We have to talk about. We're talking about work.
Oh, work.
Yeah, it's a work thing.
Good night and good bless.
Craig's too. I guess I'm leaving too.
Yeah, I don't know. I okay. It's weird to end it on a conversation, a personal conversation, then yell Cadet Kelly and run, but fuck it, I guess. What do I care?
Meet the residents of Element City. Air usually has their head in the clouds.
Oh, my new jacket!
Earth can be a little seedy.
Nothing weird going on here.
Just a little pruning. Water is always getting into something. Help! And fire? As ordered, we run a little hot.
This shop is dream of our family. Someday it'll all be yours.
But we all live by one simple rule.
Elements cannot mix.
The pipe squished me all out of shape.
Dang.
That's better.
Oh.
So you've never left Firetown?
Sorry, buddy. Elements don't mix.
Hey!
Plus, my dad would boil you alive.
Why does anyone get to tell you what you can do in your life? Come on! Why do they even have these?
Who knows?
Watch this!
Ember, I see a change in you.
What, hair guy? You live here?
It's my mom's place.
We got 2 kids that are swimming around here somewhere. Orca! Follow!
I've been trying to fill my father's shoes, but I never once asked what I wanted to do.
Try this!
Dad, those are too hot.
I love hot food.
You see? He likes it.